Hi everyone, welcome back to Stag Voiceover. My name is Neil Glasgow. In today's video, I wanted to have a genuine conversation with you. So, let's get into it. Over the last couple of weeks, I've been contacted a few times from aspiring voiceover actors as well as people that I know in the industry. And it's really been in response to a couple of the videos that I've put up about various voiceover websites that you can go to. And particularly what the topic of conversation has really been about is around Fiverr. Now, Fiverr is, and I've said this before, it's one of those contentious platforms. It's got a very bad reputation, particularly within the voiceover market, because it's full of voiceover individuals who are essentially undercutting the market. That's the complaint, essentially. Why would someone pay me £3, £5, £6, £1,000, whatever it is, when they could go to Fiverr and get the same thing for a fraction of the cost? That's the complaint. And in reality, do they have a point having that complaint? Yeah. Undeniably, Fiverr is a platform that works very well for what it is, but it is a platform that does encourage people to give away services for far lower than industry standard price. Now, you go out and you ask anyone what industry standard is, and you'll get things that are anything from $100 to $500 a day, on average. Let's just play in that ballpark. Where you could get something on Fiverr for a fiver, for $10, $50, maybe even $100. But what you're doing for that work is either far more than what you would do in a professional capacity, or it's not as high a quality. However you want to package this up, the complaint essentially is having websites, hit the mic, don't do that, having websites like Fiverr and Freelancer and these other gig-based websites lower the quality and the standard that is in our industry. And you might hear this all the time, really. And you can also get different complaints. You know, I have a couple of agents. I have one agent that pulls her eyelashes out knowing that I'm on Voices and Voice 123, because essentially they are agencies that you are paying to be a part of, as well as paying a percentage. You know, she abhors them, and she has her quite right reasons. They are a website that are undercutting her area of the business. But what I have to say, or rather my view on some of this stuff, do sites like Fiverr and Freelancer and XYZ, even Voices and Voices.com and Voice Bunny and blah, 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 do they have a negative effect on our industry? And to some extent, they all have a negative effect in some capacity. In some way, maybe not the same way, but yes, they will have a negative effect, as opposed to you working directly with a creative house or a production house, or going through your agent and working in that relationship and getting that result. However, how can I, in good conscience, knowing that these platforms are out there, knowing that there is an opportunity for new and, as I've said, established voiceover artists to make genuine money, especially now when people all over the world are unemployed, are being furloughed, losing their jobs, and even the ones who aren't, who have had a passion for this industry and want to break into it, and are new and don't have an agent and don't have a repertoire and a back catalogue and all that sort of stuff. How can any of us say to these people that yes, there's opportunity out there to make money and to get experience and to do all the things. But because I have an opinion and I have a feeling about how these websites operate and what they mean to me, you shouldn't do them and you shouldn't go on there. And I've had people contact me on the opposite side to say, thank you very much, I was really nervous about getting onto those sites, but having watched my videos, they felt a little bit more confident. And I'm always going to be on the side of helping people. And in the immediate term, I can see that going on to websites like Fiverr and all the others, there is an opportunity to make money on there. I've made money on there. I don't hide the fact that I've been on that platform. And I know people that do feel a certain way about it because in their mind, every job that goes on Fiverr is a job that didn't go to a professional. And I hate doing that, and I hate hitting the mic. Everyone who is paid for a voiceover gig, to whatever degree their experience is getting a professional job done. Someone is paying someone for their ability and for what they're doing. And this is a weird and difficult video for me to make because this is an industry that I care about. There are people in this industry that I really care about, and they have opinions on these various sites and opinions on the right way that things should be done. And there is a right way to do these things, but it is so difficult. And that's not to say it's so difficult you shouldn't try. It is something to always aspire to, and it is something to work your way through the ranks to get to. But in the meantime, if you've got food that you need to put on the table and bills to pay, and you could take a job on Freelancer or Fiverr or Upwork and make $50 today, why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't I give you all of my advice, and actually anyone else's advice, that could help you pay some bills, that could help you get that experience, that could help you ultimately be the professional voiceover artist that we all know that we want to be, that we all work our backsides off in this industry to be successful. I will always give an impartial view on what I think someone should do. And knowing the reputation, etc., of all of these websites, I give my ups and downs, as people might have seen, and what I think that people could and should do and where the platforms could be better. You have to be confident enough in your ability, particularly if you're new, to not listen to the rhetoric that's out there. And I say rhetoric, I realise that is a strong word. And it's not to disparage any of the people that have these opinions. And actually, do I disagree with their opinions? No, not really. I genuinely don't. I think they're actually right. But needs must. And like I say, if you need to learn and you need to go out, why is voices.com that you have to pay into to get a better rate better than a free site where you might get a lower rate for what you do? Swings and roundabouts. But if anyone says to you, don't do that because that affects our industry, I need you, or rather I hope you would, have the confidence in your own ability to say, yeah, do you know what, that might be right, but right now, this is what I need to do for my business. This is what I need to do to be professional, and go and do those things. I hope that helps. I hope that gives someone a little bit of confidence. The last thing I'm going to say is I've started a Reddit page called Voiceover Advice, and I encourage anyone who watches these videos to go to that Reddit and contribute. That's a page that I want to essentially just be a repository of people who have something to say, have a bit of advice, whether that's video reviews or tech reviews, mic reviews, whatever it is, something that you think, you know what, someone doesn't know this and it might help. So if you're interested, head over to Reddit. Please do contribute. It's kind of an open door policy. As long as it's helpful, that's the only thing I'm looking for. If you like this video, drop me a like and subscribe, all the usual YouTube things. And remember, no matter what anyone says, you can absolutely be a voiceover artist. I'll see you in the next video.